Hey guys, Mike here. I'm just gonna give my rundown of the Rumble that happened last night. So yeah, get into it. I'm eating nachos, so sorry if it's distracting. Anyway, so last night's Royal Rumble started off with Del Rio versus the Big Show for the world title. It was a last man standing match again, so same as what it was on SmackDown like 2 weeks prior. And I don't know, I found the one on SmackDown to be better. I thought it was more exciting than the Royal Rumble last man standing match. Like, again, it's the PG era, so you really can't do anything in no DQ matches. Like, you can't really, it's no blood, and you can't really establish any sort of actual, like, weapons or anything. You can just use, like, chairs and, like, I don't know, the steel steps and shit like that. So, it wasn't really super exciting. I mean, obviously, same as before, like, same as the other match, Big Show dominating for most of it, and then WWE just came back, like, back at the end. I mean, there were some cool spots, like when Big Show, like, one hand grabbed Del Rio's head and put him up on, like, the top of the platform there at the entrance ramp and, like, chokeslammed him through that table. That's pretty cool. But, like, for the most part, it wasn't really super interesting. If in my opinion, I would have switched the finishes or the matches. I would have put the SmackDown one at the Royal Rumble and the Royal Rumble one on SmackDown, just because of the way it ended. Like, Del Rio had the armbar in on Big Show because he had, like, injured the arm earlier on. And then Rodriguez came along, Ricardo Rodriguez just duct taped Big Show's feet to the bottom rope so he couldn't get up. And Del Rio won because, you know, Big Show's feet were taped to the rope. And, like, it was funny, it's a comedic ending, and I kind of laughed a little, but, like, this is a major pay-per-view. And I don't know, I'm just not okay with a finish like that for a major pay-per-view. Like, that's fine for SmackDown or something, but, you know, that's something a little more exciting. I mean, so I would have switched the 2 endings, if it was up to me. I mean, okay, match, kind of funny, but at the end there, but I don't know, nothing special, 2 out of 5 stars. The next match was for the tag titles. It was Team Hell No versus Road Scholars. I don't know, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really watching this match that much because I had the Jets game on at the same time. And I was just kind of waiting for the Rumble, so yeah, Team Hell No won. Yeah, whatever. That was the finish. So onto the Rumble. I'm not really gonna talk about, you know, entrance because I don't actually know the order. I can't really remember and I didn't write it down. But I'll just highlight a few points. So obviously Ziggler was in at number 1. Sorry, actually, before I go any further, just like to say, I don't understand why the Rumble happened before the Punk versus Rock match. I mean, I know it was hyped up and I know it was huge, but at the same time, the pay-per-view is called the Royal Rumble. To me, that kind of seems like it should be the last match. It just doesn't make any sense to me to have it before. Because, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't fact check on this, but I'm pretty sure that every other year the Royal Rumble was last. So, I don't know. Just kind of confused me. Like, when I saw it go on, I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like, did I miss, like, an hour? Or what? Like, what's going on? But anyway. So that was confusing. But anyway, it's the Rumble. Ziggler's won. Because that stipulation beat the clock match. Anyway, number 1, and Chris Jericho came in at number 2, which is pretty cool. Nice to see him back. Apparently he has a short-term contract for up to WrestleMania, so it's kind of cool to see him back. That's good. They need a couple more good heels. Anyway, so basically, number 1 and number 2, you know, in the past, up until really probably when Rey Mysterio won, it's been a big disadvantage, but the last couple of years, like, at least entered number 1, I think, 2 as well, like, have gone pretty far in the Rumble, so now it's not necessarily as much of a disadvantage, because you kind of assume they're going to make it pretty far, because it's usually a big-name guy that starts it off now, so it's not as much of a burden as it used to be. But anyway, so they came in 1 and 2, just going to highlight a couple interesting parts. I mean, they both lasted pretty long. Ziggler had a really good showing. So, basically, funny spots. Goldust came in, like, as a special guest entrant. And it was funny because Cody Rhodes was in at the time. And, like, again, they're brothers, right? So Rhodes was super amped. He's like, you know, all right, let's go. So that was kind of funny to see them. And then Rhodes actually ended up eliminating Goldust. So, yeah, I found that interesting. It was kind of funny. the Godfather made like a 2-second appearance, and it was funny because the fans really like that. So yeah, that was nice to see. So yeah, a couple other things. One, Kofi Kingston did one of his like funny like non-elimination things again. He got knocked off the top rope, knocked down, and then Tensai was eliminated right before that, and he landed on Tensai on his back, jumped onto the announcer's table, and then I thought he was gonna jump from the announcer's table to the ring apron. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what if he messes this up, right? And then he's gonna look stupid. He's gonna get eliminated. And how do you script that? So I'm here, like, what are they gonna do with this? So he grabs like, I don't know, one of the announcer's chairs and like hops from the announcer's table to the apron. So again, it wasn't as exciting as last year's handstand thing was, but it's still funny. So he snuck back in the ring and then got eliminated like right after that anyway. But it was still funny. One other thing, Daniel Bryan, well, Team Hell No was both in the ring. And then Daniel Bryan eliminates his partner Kane. But Kane's eliminated. I'll talk more about that in a second. But Kane naturally was pissed as fuck. Bryan celebrates and he gets tossed over, and he lands in Kane's arms. And I found it kind of funny because it's like this whole, situation. And then Kane just like drops him on the ground, and it looks like he's gonna put him in the ring. He just drops him. So that was kind of funny. But on that note, excuse me. I kind of like have the expectation now that Kane is gonna have a strong showing in the Rumble because of his previous history and everything, and he's got the mask on again, but it's because of his character that this is pissing me off. Like, first of all, I think Team Hell No has gone too far now. Like, this gimmick needs to end. It's not funny anymore. It's just annoying. It doesn't work for Kane's character. He's not that kind of character. I just don't like it anymore. It's not funny. It might have been at the start, but now it's just getting old. And same thing with Bryan. Like, this whole, complaining and the goat fit. It's just not funny, and it doesn't work. Like, he needs to make another push for the title, for the world title, and this isn't going to help him that much. It's getting old. It was funny, but, it's been too long, and this just has to stop. That's my opinion on the whole thing. It's not funny anymore. And you need to give the title to somebody else. Like, Rhodes Scholars, that's fine. I wouldn't mind to see them as tag champions, but I also think Cody Rhodes needs to get a bit of a push, too. And Sandow, eventually, not really, maybe for Intercontinental or something, but not world title necessarily yet. Anyway, so yeah, like, it just bugged me that Kane wasn't even in the ring for, like, 5 minutes. Like, he got eliminated so quick, and he didn't eliminate a single guy, and like, I expected him to have such a strong showing and maybe make top 5, and it just pissed me off a little. So yeah. Final 3 was Sheamus, who entered at number 11, which was, it was nice to see him go that far. I kind of wanted him to win again, although I knew that wasn't going to happen. Sheamus, Ryback was number 30, and then Cena, I don't remember what number it was, but that was the final 3. Sheamus got eliminated, so it was Cena and Ryback as the final 2, and I really wanted Ryback to win, but knew that it would be Cena, and Cena won. So Cena wins the Royal Rumble? Ooh, yeah, like, I really care. No one really does. We all assume that was going to happen for Cena, for fuck's sake. Like, anyway, so with that happening, everyone in the building, and me at home, and everyone on the, on the internet knew it would be The Rock that beat Punk. Like, it's obvious. So, yeah, that kind of killed the main event because you knew it was going to happen. But anyway, Royal Rumble wasn't great. Okay spots. I give it like 3 and a 5. Yeah. So then, main event, Punk versus The Rock for the WWE title. And, I don't know, like, again, I knew Rock was going to win, but I didn't know how it was going to happen. But I assumed the Shield was getting popped, and that's what happened. So, lights went on, Shield came in, put Brown through a table. Put The Rock through a table. Punk pinned The Rock and won. But then McMahon comes out, says Punk stripped the title because the Shield interfered. But then The Rock from the ground is like, no, let's just restart the match. So they restarted it. The Rock ends up winning it with the spine buster and the people's elbow, and he's the new WWE champion. So, I don't know. It was a pretty exciting match, but, kind of figured out what was going to happen, and so it kind of killed it because there's no point in, really watching. It was okay. I'd give it, again, 3 stars out of 5. So now The Rock is your new WWE champion. It's obvious he's going to face Cena at WrestleMania. Everyone knows that's going to happen. What happens with Punk is a good question. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't mind a triple threat match between the three of them. Because if it's Rock Cena again, then it just kills the whole thing. Because last year was supposed to be once in a lifetime Rock Cena. If they do it again second year in a row, it's like, now it's 2 years in a row. It's not once in a lifetime. It's just repeating it again. And it's not exciting when people know it's going to happen. It's obvious Cena's going to win because, let's face it, The Rock's not going to hold the title for that long. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. All in all, the Rumble was, it was alright. Nothing special, and it was predictable. So, for me, it wasn't that great. I expected a little bit more. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think, and hopefully it was alright for you guys. Leave a comment, and yeah, let me know what you thought of this year's Royal Rumble. I'm out.